about to speak to Nijdana and Gia. They're from a film called Solo, which has been nominated at our festival in Nice. Congratulations, welcome. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome.
Thank you.
Lovely to meet you both.
Thank you.
So I'll start with you, Gia. If you could perhaps, I know we're going to talk about other projects, but if you could give us a brief outline, a synopsis of Solo, and then perhaps tell us Nijdana's
Feature project.
well, how she's involved in this.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, Solo, it's a very deep film, I can say. You know, it's only 16 minutes,
Yeah.
but it's a relationship between man and woman. You know, the situation, how unpredictability of woman and unpredictability of men, and shocking ending in the film. You know, like after 16 minutes watching, you're realizing it's totally different than what we were thinking.
Yeah.
And well, idea was shooting this movie came to me like 8 years ago, and took me 8 years before I found the actress.
That was the reason, just to find the actress.
8 years.
Right,
Casting and stuff to find the right actress, an actress from New York actually.
Because you live in the US, I think, don't you?
Yes, I'm from Washington D.C.
Okay.
But yeah, actress I found after 8 years looking for the particular personage for this film.
And how can I put this? How many actresses did you go through to find her?
So many, believe me. Even people start saying, you never make this movie, you just checking around because they look good-looking girls, but you know it's not true.
Sounds great.
The process was interesting, and after 8 years looking, I found Nicole Cantaloffa, which is really talented actress and
American. She's American.
American, yes, American, but Greek background, you know.
Oh, right, okay. Hence the surname. Yeah.
Yeah, and the good part was because she studied in Russia, so she can speak Russian, you know, like fluently. Yeah. So it's on a spot on a set we was like really comfortable to talk to each other, and you know, like explaining what I need, you know, like it's much easier for me. And she did marvelous job, very good job. So also Pierre Joligar, I have to say about actor Pierre Joligar because I found him actually in a bar. He's not an actor.
Oh.
And took me 3 months to break the guy to create like, you know, like what he really was behind all these layers of normal man. And he did a marvelous job also, and we shoot second movie with him already, and he already have offers from different companies and become like a big star. So you never know, you know, like what's your next step in life is gonna be.
Right.
You know, very nice actor. So I really recommend to see this movie to people who not see it. But after festival, I think I'm gonna publish for public. You know, so it's gonna be like available for everybody to watch. But I really don't want to say much about movie because it's like I don't want to open the, you know, like
Pandora's box.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, you want to, of course, keep it. And how's Nijdana involved in what you do? Because she's not just involved in one film, is she?
No, she's not involved with this film because like, after this movie, I have like the trilogy right now.
Yeah.
And the first film already shot, and Pierre Joligar in that film.
Now, is that Nino?
No. Nino is a big. You know, we'll talk about this later.
Okay.
But this trilogy is a short films, 3 short movies. It's about message. It's called Message, and it's very interesting novels. And first novel is done already. Second, I shoot before I came here, and when I go back to US, I have to start editing. And lead role in that movie, Yanis Politis, my friend from Moscow.
So are the movies connected?
Yes, 3 movies connected.
Right.
So this actor was visiting me in US, and we were shooting this movie. And during that, he introduced me to Nijdana, because Nijdana is very talented clothes designer, and she does like a stylist also on the set. So, and Nijdana has this really cute idea about, you know, like because third novel is about a girl, and suddenly when we start talking, she mentioned that idea, you know, like she has some idea, you know, for her life, taking and adapt this and create very nice script, and Now we're working on the third novel,
Right.
what involves maybe 150 people.
Yes, I remember you mentioning it.
Yeah.
So I know Nishdana's involved with the stylising.
Yes.
Is she an actress as well?
Well, I think I'm gonna
Maybe,
try.
should be.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that because we was talking about this possibility because you never know what's inside you.
No.
See, like example is Pierre Joligat.
Yeah, the barman.
Yeah,
frankly.
yeah. He's not a barman.
No, but that's how. Sorry, you met him in a bar. Sorry, you met him in a bar.
Yeah. He was sitting there. In that moment, he looked like Anthony Hopkins. Actually, this guy, his face, like very, very, like the camera loves his face.
Yeah, a lot of people say that to me.
Really?
No.
Actually, it's true. You have this look. Actually. You do. Believe me.
No. I couldn't do it. It's not for me.
We should do it one day.
Oh no. So now, I'm going to ask Nishdana this question. So,
Yes.
how does she feel about the possibility of acting?
Как ты чувствуешь насчет того, что ты будешь играть роль? Вообще, ну, насчет того, что возможно, что ты сыграешь эту роль. Какие у тебя чувства?
Я, во-первых, хочу извиниться за то, что я не могу говорить на английском, просто я недостаточно хорошо его знаю.
She was apologized first of all. She don't speak English
Oh, no,
very
don't
well,
worry.
so
It's
you know,
honestly
like,
fine. Don't worry.
yeah.
Чувствуешь себя тупой просто в
She
таких
feels like a stupid
обстоятельствах.
one. You know, like that.
No, honestly, look, I'll give an example. We had in London. I interviewed 3 Japanese. None of them could speak English. It's absolutely fine. So don't be.
Они в
afraid.
Лондоне делали интервью с японцами, которые тоже не говорили, так что это абсолютно нормально. Даже не думаю.
Что я чувствую? Ну, я чувствую волнение. Но и так как я стилист, я люблю все, ну, как бы, какие-то... Все новое всегда меня вдохновляет.
What she feels, if you're asking what she feels, first of all, she feels like very, she's nervous because like in being a movie and then like in a lead role, and also, but the another part, what makes her exciting because she's a stylist and a designer, is she's like everything new kind of makes her interest more high.
Yeah.
To the subject of like wow, it's something new. Let's try.
Yeah.
So,
I understand. I know what you mean. So just getting back to so I understand you've got the trilogy. You're like the Krzysztof Kieslowski of the Russian cinema, or with your 3 colours films or whatever you're going to do. But was it always your intention to have the trilogy? Was that always from the outset to have 3 films? And I know you've got the feature film as well. So actually, it's 4 films. Really,
I tell you now the real deep story what's going on, because 2007 I was doing animation films before, and my animation film was showing in Cannes Festival in 2007.
Yeah.
It's called Hope, and the film was winner in many festivals and everything, but that moment I was working for USA Today. I was graphic designer, senior graphic designer for all advertising commercials there, and I very much feel like I'm wasting my talent, with the filming, because I'm third generation filmmaker. My father is filmmaker, my grandfather filmmaker, and basically it was in my blood. And I was thinking like for good, serious project to make, because I have this energy inside, I feel like I can do it.
Yeah.
So I start from beginning was Nino was like let's do animation feature. And when I start
because the patience required for that is
exactly
incredible.
Yeah, and when I start reading history about her life and go more deeper and deeper, I saw clearly film.
Yeah,
it's a very strong movie right there. So I said, I know it sounds really crazy to make first film feature, but I feel confident very much inside me. I can do it.
Yeah,
I can do it. It's like energy came from heaven. Like, yes, I can do it. And I start make storyboards and like the script a little bit, for animation. But then suddenly it's turned animation is no good. It's not going to be like the layers and the flavor what I want to really show there. So it's turned to the project of film. But starting film like this level, like about Saint Nino, who is equal to the apostles and very dear for Georgian country, where I originally from.
Yeah.
And I need to have a blessing for the movie. So I go to Georgia and I ask blessing from Patriarch of Georgia to start make script and start making the film about Nino. It can be like, no, but he was very wise man, you know, like very, very, very deeply understanding the situation, and he said like, yes, I'm giving you blessing, and this film is very needed right now, and do it, but in one condition, please. I want to ask you one question, one request. Actually, please don't use any actress for lead role, because I don't want Nina's image to repeat after this movie. She played in some bad movie, you know, like, so, you know, so viewers gonna be attached to that person.
Oh, I see.
You see, like, it's very deep religious person.
Yeah, I
you know,
understand.
like,
yeah. So you had to be again very particular about the actress you chose for this.
Exactly.
For the association.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm so sad I don't have this picture now to show you, because it took me 1 year to do the script, 1 year to do the storyboards. I did like 2,600 storyboards, detailed work on the film.
Can you just sorry, because I don't talk enough to filmmakers about storyboarding and how important that is, and how much time and money and effort it actually saves. And I've mentioned this story before. You've seen Alien, haven't you? Yeah.
Yes.
This is a true story. Ridley Scott was given a budget to do the film, and he went in to meet the producers, and he'd storyboarded the film, and because of the storyboarding, they doubled the budget.
See.
So I know how important it is.
See, you're right, absolutely. And many people don't do that, and skipping that part. But you're right. It's saving your time, saving your money, and first of all, it's very helpful for the camera guy and the whole crew to understand the picture. What at least like 50% what like what director's mind see there.
Yeah.
But that was helpful for me because I did animation films before.
So you're a brilliant illustrator, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Right.
So it's like a comic book you're watching. 2,600 detailed work done. Like each shot from where the camera comes from, where like it's really nice work.
And did you actually film it the way you storyboarded? Is it pretty much how you storyboarded?
When I was doing, first I did script, and then by script I was already a movie in my head like already playing like million times. So I just put it on a table on a storyboard, each shot and each like what I see in my head. So it was very helpful. But the film is not. We're beginning this film very soon.
Yeah.
And it took me like total time from 2007 until now. Imagine, I'm still on this project, but like we because so much deep, slowly going to the mountain.
Climbing very slowly.
Climbing very slowly.
We're pushing that rock up.
Yes, and very like I it took me 2 years before I found this beautiful girl who's gonna play like lead role.
Yeah.
And it's so much temptations and so much like stuff going on, like money was right there already, was ready to get money, and some people like so much jealousy and so Satan works very hard, I can say this because this film is very religious, and it's an epic movie. It's beginning of 4th century in about Saint Nino, a little girl who brought Christianity to country of Georgia, and of course always temptations when you do holy subject like this. There's always temptations coming for some reason, So now we are very close. We got got money.
Yeah.
But this is again, thanks God, on this earth exist people who, are very believer and believing, and have an opportunity to sponsor it, investing to this movie, and now we are very close to start it. Except I need some solid motion company maybe together with us, because this is a big project. Because the CGI, 35% CGI involved, like so much stuff, so much work, and costumes and Roman Empire, like it's a big pre-production stuff going on right now.
And I know we touched briefly on what Nijdana is doing, but is she working across all of your projects?
Well, the project is a third novel is going to be first time we were going to work together.
Right.
So we see if she's going to show up. Like I hope she's going to do it really.
Show up.
I believe she's going to do it. Show her talent very like a high level there. Because we don't work together before, but this is going to be first small project and very much opportunity for big one too.
Sorry, how did you connect? How did you?
From my friend actor.
Right.
Who connect us, and he just like recommend me to contact her and talk to her about this surf project because she's really genius on what she's doing.
So right now, or up till now, I should ask her this. So is she a stylist by trade? Does that make sense? Is that her career? Is she right now? She's
Yeah.
already a stylist.
Yes.
That's been brought onto your projects.
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
Okay.
So it's going to be first big project for her, like be in a movie industry, and like feel herself in how comfortable she's going to be there. And talking about these 3 movies and the solo,
Yeah.
I forgot whole the big story. The Nino film actually pushed me to that, because you know how it's in this industry. They coming and, who are you? Did you done before anything?
Yeah.
I said like, okay, I done nothing. I mean, it's just like, so I have to prove myself.
Yeah, it's like a calling card.
Yes. So the solo, it was like a first movie what I did serious way, like I show, okay, this is what we are, and I took already solo, took best director, and award recognition award on Hollywood, and now we are here. I hope
Yeah.
we're gonna win something
Yeah.
here too. But it's very deep movie and accepted for many festivals, and audience who watch it, they really love it, because it's like for thinkers, like it's
Yeah.
and
It's sort of multi-layered, as I guess you'd call it.
yes.
And can you ask Nijdana, the design work she was doing with the stylist that she was before, how much different is that for a film than what she was used to? Does that make sense?
So her style design, what she was doing before.
How does that how much different is that to what she's doing now? I mean, or in other words,
Okay.
how much of a leap was it?
Yeah. То, что твои работы были раньше сделаны, да? Вот то, что ты раньше делала. Насколько это другое, вот то, что сейчас для кино, ты как себя чувствуешь вообще?
Я хочу сказать то, что я сидела сейчас, вы общались, и я думала о том, что хорошо, что моя работа заключается в том, что я делаю руками, глазами и головой, а не языком.
She said, now you guys was talking about all this deep movie stuff, and she was thinking like, I'm so lucky I don't have to talk so much. So my job is do with hands, like just do what I can, but not speaking so much. So like I don't have to explaining so much.
She does.
Yeah.
Да, я работаю долгое время на телевидении в России.
Long time she was working
на
on
разных
TV.
TV-шоу.
Okay.
TV shows,
Да.
and
So not much of a, not a huge leap, really.
TV-шоу про имидж, TV-шоу как Мастер-шеф, Russian.
Chef, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
И это чуть-чуть другое направление, телевидение и кино. В кино я до этого не работала никогда.
She
И
never,
это...
дай переведу,
Да-да.
I can translate so long.
No, sorry.
So basically, she's saying like she working for TV channels, and it was like it's a different. But in the movie, she never tried in movie before. But it's kind of close still,
Yeah.
But it's not of course movie. It's like
Да, в кино никогда не работала. Работала на нескольких видеоклипах, когда снимают, видеоклип, стилизовала.
Film not, but some videos she done before. When she
Я
was
пока
styling.
еще не знаю, как это будет, но
Really, she can
есть
say how it's gonna be,
предвкушение, и я перфекционист, и
She's a
я
perfectionist in
к
what she's
работе,
doing.
Yeah.
When she's doing something, she want to be perfect.
Of course, yeah.
к работе
And she
отношусь
she
всегда
can
с
say how
душой.
it's gonna be right now to predict,
Yeah.
But
И я уверена, что когда я за что-то берусь, это просто на 1,000,000%. Поэтому.
she's confident in herself. If she's gonna touch something, it's gonna be 100% done very well, which I like about her.
And can I ask? I know you live in the US,
Yes.
but I would imagine, I may be wrong here, that Russian cinema is very progressive and very well thought of. So the question is, why did you choose America? And I know you worked at USA Today, but you could have presumably made these projects in your home country, but there must be a reason you decided to shoot in the US.
Well, because first of all, I emigrated to US in 1990.
Right.
So I live there. It's kind of my homeland right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, okay.
And I don't know. It's
Did you consider it? I guess.
I really don't call myself, living there, here. I'm kind of man of the world, like anywhere I am,
Okay.
I love Earth. I mean, God create one Earth. I mean,
Yeah.
this is our place, It's like no borders, border. It's just like crazy actually, crazy.
Yeah.
All these wars for that stuff, And let's make movies, not wars,
Yeah, great.
Films, not guns, And that's what the movie. It's I was telling Neždana just a few minutes ago how important film is condensed inside like whole talents together. The composers, artists, actors, like designers of clothes, everybody there,
Yeah.
And plus the script and the story and it's magic. It's a magic world, And doesn't matter where I am in Georgia or in US or in Russia, our job is to make a very beautiful product and make for many people who watch and enjoy.
And it's interesting that although you live in the US, the fact that you're making your big film
About Georgia. Because my roots from Georgia.
Of course,
I'm
of
originally
course. So
there.
you haven't. The point I'm trying to make is you haven't left that behind, really. In fact, it's been playing on your mind for a number of years,
no.
and that's the interesting part for me.
Yeah, Georgia in my blood. I mean, it's absolutely holy place and very special place, and with a beautiful, deep history, behind and wonderful people. It's so sadly because all this political crap there, and going back and forth, and that's really makes me upset. And that's why I strongly believe the saying, the love is conquers all. And that's what Nina was. She came with huge love of Christ to the God, to the people, and she turned this pagan country to the Christianity, save us basically, and that's why it was deep appreciation for a little girl like her, 16 years old, and doing such a marvelous, with the power of Christ.
Yeah.
And the blessing of Mary, and it's a very strong move. And her uncle was Saint George actually.
Right.
Great martyr George was uncle of Saint Nino, so that's why Georgia called Georgia actually, Georgia.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay. No, I didn't
so
know.
it's a knowledgeable film for many people who don't know history part. This is epic movie, like a Gladiator, like a Passion of the Christ,
Yeah. And when are you hoping? I know you're at the beginning process now, but when are you hoping to have this complete?
I hope if we're gonna start, let's say like end of this year,
Yeah.
it takes 1 year definitely to finish the product, and then post-production, pre-production, maybe a year and a half.
So like 2019, I guess.
Right,
Oh, well.
right.
That's it. I said it'd be painless, unless there's anything else you want to add.
Thank you so
If
much.
there's anything else you want to add that I haven't asked you, please say. If there's anything else, but that's it.
Thank you. It
Thank
was
you.
a pleasure to talking to you, and thank you for inviting us.
You're
And,
more than welcome.
we really hope we're going to win something here, because every prize is matter. For investors, you know how it is.
I know it works.
Why are you win? I mean, like, did you have it's a,
I know.
this is our the cards, like to
Yeah.
show. Yes,
Yeah.
we good.
Brilliant. Thank
So
you.
thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank
you.
you. Thank you very much.